Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to the Mixer, the segment on this channel where I teach you guys new things because I talk about, people and places and things and animals, athletes, sports, all kinds of stuff. This is the chance that I have on YouTube to show how smart I am, or rather how well I can research things and memorize tidbits of info, because that's pretty much what this is, This is pretty much like me acting, it's like I'm reading a script and just memorizing it, But anyway, guys, today is one of those days where I don't know how things are gonna go, because today is Sunday, the time of recording this video. I don't normally record on Sundays. It's the day that I use to rest, watch TV, play games, and edit videos to leave them ready for the week, But I am a little behind schedule, so the show must go on. My window is closed because my neighbor down the street is playing loud music and I can hear it from here, so right now I can just barely hear it, but it's because the window is closed. So if you guys do happen to hear something in the background, I'm sorry, I hope you forgive me for recording in such horrible conditions, because you guys know that I'm the unluckiest YouTuber on the planet, right? The day that I sit down to record videos, that's when the dogs bark and the neighbors are playing loud music and my other neighbor is washing his car and the wind is howling, So I'm just not very lucky in this department here, But hopefully this video comes out okay anyway, because that's really the important thing, So anyway, guys, as the title already suggests, I am going to be dispelling a very old-timey myth and urban legend today about the Coca-Cola soft drink containing cocaine in its formula at one point, Whether or not you know the truth, just watch the video to the end anyway, because you guys might actually find out something new. And also, I just started recording, but I know it's gonna take a lot of hard work to do so and edit, So please just watch and give me the like already if you want to, because I really feel like I deserve it, or just wait until the end, but please watch the whole damn video. Okay, guys, so let's talk about, let me give you a brief rundown of the actual history of the company itself, The Coca-Cola company was founded in 1886 by John Pemberton, who was actually a war veteran, and he suffered a very severe injury from an injury from a saber, back in the Battle of Columbus in 1865, and then he became addicted to morphine, to help ease the pain, and that kind of drove him to seek out different kinds of painkillers and toxins, to try to counteract the effects, and that's when he came up with the idea to create Coca-Cola, which, in case you guys don't know, the name Coca-Cola comes from its two main ingredients, which are the coca leaves and the cola nuts, which is a source of caffeine. So then he actually took those and mixed them with a few other things, He started experimenting with some different formulas. There was actually this other thing that he used that I always forget how it's pronounced. Aside from that, Damiana, he pretty much extracted that, and also from cola nuts, and coca wines as well. And that's how he came up with the formula for Coca-Cola. And it's kind of funny because 2 years later he would actually sell it, to a fellow pharmacist, It was Asa Griggs Candler, and I think that's how I say his name. It's a very strange name, yeah, Asa Griggs Candler, And it's funny because he sold it at the time for $1,750 US, which doesn't seem like a lot, but by today's standards, that's like $47,000 US, So he actually got a pretty good deal for it, if I would say so myself. But of course, he probably rolled in his grave after he saw that, once he sold it, the company became like one of the biggest enterprises in the 20th and 21st century, So if he hadn't sold it, he and his son would have probably been rich, But anyway, aside from that, so Coca-Cola, there's actually like a secret formula, and it's a very closely guarded secret, and that's actually very heavily used in their marketing, their advertising, because they kind of say that very few employees actually know the secret formula and all that crap, And there have been a few different reported recipes and experimental recreations, but nobody really knows the true formula. It's like the Krabby Patty formula from SpongeBob, It's the same exact thing. And yeah, man, that's a little bit of how it is, And before I continue here giving you more info about the drink and getting into the cocaine part, let's take a look at some old photos of the factory, Maybe Coca-Cola back in its early days. Let's see if I can find some photos. If I can, they're probably going to be in black and white or something. what a blast from the past, eh? That was cool. But anyway, guys, now the Coca-Cola that we know and love today, it's actually a mixture of a few different things, you know, because it actually produces concentrate, which is actually mixed with filtered water and sweetness, you know, and it's estimated that for every 350 milliliters of Coca-Cola, which is pretty much the size of the can, there are 38 grams of sugar, you know, and it's not exactly healthy to consume too much Coca-Cola or any kind of soda in one sitting, but people do it anyway. Me personally, I'm kind of bored of Coca-Cola. I actually prefer Pepsi, because here in Brazil, Coca-Cola for some reason is very popular, and I don't know why. In every single party you go to, whether it's a birthday party, a friend's reunion, a work meeting, you know, there's always Coca-Cola, you know. It's the one that they most use for some reason, because it's not cheap, guys. It's actually one of the most expensive sodas here in this country, and yet people drink it for some reason. I don't know. Me personally, I prefer Pepsi, you know, so if Pepsi ever wants to sponsor this YouTube channel, just know that I am very, very open, you know. Although I'm a little more partial to Sprite, you know. But let me stop name dropping brands here before I get sued or something, you know. Originally, when Coca-Cola was fabricated, it was sort of like a temperance drink, and was like, the original intention was for it to be a patent medicine, you know. So I mean, people were going to try to use it to, you know, cure certain problems that they were having, you know, because at the time there was a public concern amongst some issues with war veterans, like for example, you know, drug addiction, depression, alcoholism, you know. So John tried to create something that could serve as a stimulant, you know, and could also help women with the prostration, you know, that kind of thing. That's what it says here, okay? It's from the source here, okay? It said that it was beneficial for ladies and all those whose sedentary employment causes nervous prostration. I don't even know what the hell that is, but essentially, he actually perfected the recipe with this other guy named Willis Venable, you know, and he did it by trial and error. Fun fact, Coca-Cola was actually made by accident, because he was trying to blend the base syrup with the carbonated water, you know, and he actually did it on accident because he was trying to make another glass full of the beverage, you know, and then when he saw how good it tasted, he started to sell it as a fountain drink instead of a medicine, you know. However, in the early years of Coca-Cola, people started to notice that there was something a little wrong, you know? It tasted really good, but it was oddly addictive. I mean, it's just a soda, right? It's just a fountain drink. How could it be so addictive? Was it maybe the syrup? Was it the sugar? You know, was it the coca, the cola? What the nuts or the leaves or the nuts, you know? What exactly was making this drink be so addictive? And that's when the rumors began. At some point in the past, you know, some time ago, there was this thing circulating on Facebook, which I thought was just sensational, which said that when the first bottle of Coca-Cola was produced, you know, started to be sold in 1894, there were 3.5 grams of cocaine within it. If you believe this, you are truly, honestly an idiot, man. If you drink a can of 355 milliliters of liquid which has 3.5 grams of cocaine, you're gonna die from an overdose, man. That's a lot of cocaine. You could drink in 10 cans, you'd probably die of an overdose, or even less depending on your immune system, you know. It's not possible. This particular sentence here is a very dumb rumor. It is very far from true. The actual truth is actually not too, you know, brazen. It's not too crazy, you know. Cocaine did at one point exist in the Coca-Cola formula, and I'm gonna get into that next after showing you guys something else here. I don't know, why don't we look at some new Coca-Cola photos, or the factory now, or maybe a video or something. It's a video about Coca-Cola, guys. I'm running out of ideas here, okay? Let me just put something in here.
The company's best-selling beverage is original trademark Coca-Cola. The planet consumes nearly 800 million servings a day. Coke says the product reaches 99% of mankind. Despite its worldwide presence, the company itself makes primarily one thing: the highly condensed beginnings of the drink known as beverage concentrate.
And now, this is where vicious rumor meets actual concrete historical fact, okay? This is what this video is all about. This is why you guys clicked, and I hope you're still here, you know? Because now I'm going to reveal the truth about what this whole cocaine thing actually is. The whole 3.5 grams thing was, of course, dispelled, you know, way back. This was actually I think already by the late 90s, this was already completely proven to not be true, but people still believe it because people on Facebook are the dumbest kind of internet users, Now, here's the thing, guys. Now, by the early 1900s, there was a certain dose of campaign of cocaine in Coca-Cola, However, it was actually 1/400th of a grain of cocaine per ounce of syrup, I mean, dude, we're talking like, what? You barely feel the taste, It's going to affect you very little unless you drink Coca-Cola in large amounts, It is going to be addictive, but 1/400th of a grain and per ounce of syrup, Now, it might seem like a lot, but when you extrapolate it, it's really not that bad. It is really not that bad, and I mean, honestly, I can understand that you could get addicted quickly because it would be enough for your body to register it and kind of get, give you a bit of a buzz, but if you drink a lot of Coca-Cola, which a lot of people did because it was a new creation back in the day, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, people did consume a lot of Coca-Cola because it was pretty much the only soft drink on the market, which would explain why people were so addicted to it, and John Pemberton unfortunately died, wait a second, I forgot when he died. When did this bastard die? In 1888, wow, he died 2 years after he made Coca-Cola. I thought he was around to see it for a little bit longer, but no, that's why he actually sold it. He wanted to share it with his business partner so he could keep the business alive. He did predict that it would one day become a national drink, which it actually did, and his son retained the rights to it, but I already talked about that before. So now basically by 1929, it was pretty much like cocaine was pretty much entirely removed from the formula, There was no more cocaine. So from then on, it was replaced with, I do believe it was a different kind of syrup or another sweetener. So now it was essentially healthy to drink, The thing with Coca-Cola though is that they always manage to tweak something in the formula, and like they change it just enough to keep a straight face when they release something called a new Coke, There's actually been a lot of different kinds of Coca-Cola brands throughout the years, included but not limited to Diet Coke, then caffeine-free Coca-Cola, then there is Diet Coke caffeine-free, that is ridiculous, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, right? Then there's Coca-Cola Cherry, which actually tastes really good, I drank it before, and then there's Coca-Cola Vanilla, with special versions with lemon, lime, coffee, and it actually used to be called Coca-Cola Classic from 1985 all the way to 2009 to distinguish it from this thing called New Coke, But man, it's actually right now the world's 6th most valuable brand, and here's a few tidbit of info for you guys regarding money, So back in 2013, it was estimated that Coke products were sold in over 200 countries worldwide, and consumers were drinking more than 1.8 billion beverages per day, so that's 1.8 billion servings of Coca-Cola every single day. So yeah, and by the way, it still ranks only 87 on the Fortune 500 list of the largest corporations by total revenue in the US. So 87, that's actually scary. Imagine the other ones who make a lot more money. But that's kind of how it works, and I actually think this is really interesting. I think it's really cool, and it wasn't going to be a long video anyway. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of info about how this actually works, and I think it was cool, man. I like talking about this kind of thing and dispelling rumors, I did videos about other things before, like if it's possible for you to get struck by lightning, can your voice cause an avalanche? I'm gonna probably be redoing those though, because I don't like the way they came out the first time. But I think that's it for today, guys. I actually don't know what else I can say, but Coca-Cola really is truly just a drink for the ages, and it's pretty funny. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to the Coca-Cola website, because why the hell not? Okay, you guys can go down later and check out some more info about it. But you can drink Coca-Cola today, resting assured that there is no more essence of cocaine left. Okay, don't even worry about it. You're not gonna get addicted to drugs or die of an overdose drinking Coca-Cola. It's kind of funny how people never put 2 and 2 together. Coca-Cola, like coca, cocaine, Even in Portuguese, Coca-Cola, cocaína, like really, you guys never figured this out. But that's it. That's it for now, guys. If you discovered something new, if you didn't know about this, then leave a comment below telling me what you thought about it, And if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel, because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, do hit the notification bell too, to know exactly what time I upload, It's all good. And that's it for today, guys. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next beverage-related video. Roll the outro screen.